Whoa, what are you guys doing here? I didn't expect you guys to be in my house. I'm just kidding. This is definitely not my house, but we have the pleasure of being in an absolute, one of the jewels of Newport Beach, California. We're here on Lido Island, and this is a very, very special project that we were allowed to be involved with. I'm excited to tour you through this whole place. As we walk through this grand entrance, open air, California sunshine. It's a beautiful summer day, 95 everywhere else, but down here on the coast it's 80. There's a breeze blowing through the house. You'll see some of the views as we go through, but an incredible, not atrium, but just an incredible entry. And one of the unique parts of this particular property is that the homeowner here is a large hotel developer in this area, and the designer, Rana from Grace Blue, walked us through this bar a little bit earlier. And this whole bar was set up kind of to give you a pub feel, but to kind of replicate some of the properties that he's done. We have this incredible zinc bar. It almost feels like an aluminum with this riveting, incredible detail, but really a very unique space. And I want to point out the Waterstone. We've seen this on projects before, but that's because it's just one of the best of the best. Traditional pull down Waterstone, polished nickel, filter faucet next to it. You have the kegerator, a must in a bar, the wine cellar. We have a beautiful shelf system. I'm not sure I don't believe we did this. We offer a company called Palmer, and they do these incredible shelving systems, all custom, and just a great place to have all your spirits. So as we kind of move through here, I'll move towards the, we'll say it's the pool bath, but just notice the detail, and we'll point this out again as we go through. But this is all white oak, and traditionally you think that would be a little lighter stain, but they darkened it up just to give a little more of a moody, just kind of a dark, moody, sexy feel in here. You've got this stainless clad fireplace with rivets, all black. I'll point out another fireplace where these are in a brass as we kind of go through the home, but it's incredible. All this leading to just a really, really unique bath with an indoor-outdoor exposure. We've got watermark in terms of the fixtures. All the wallpaper in here, they pointed out to me, these are all properties that the homeowner has developed and built. Beautiful stone countertop, incredible hardware, and I don't know if you can catch this or not as you come around, but an awesome shower. I'll let you catch this later, but big wrought iron, solid matte black door, going into a beautiful matching shower from Watermark, an amazing space. So as we move through there, we start to move into a little more of the heart of the home. Some of these details, custom finished stainless cladding on this centerpiece. They told me that just adjusting several areas of this house to meet the scale, feel, and flow of the house, there's multiple iterations on this to get it right, but it came out amazing. This is that other fireplace. Again, it's got that stainless with the dark, but in here, changed it up a little bit, different brick stack with the herringbone, but you have those brass divots. I mean, it's amazing. I think the other thing you'll catch on a later shot, but you go from the dark oak, still the white oak, but in that darker stain to a little more of a natural wash. And as we move down, you'll see later in the kitchen, you've got kind of this white wall treatment. And so it just gives you this feel, yet it all ties together amazingly well. Now, I mean, this is California living at its best. We talk about it, but really, this is as good as it gets. We've got the hideaway doors opening up for indoor-outdoor living. We've got the Bremic heaters, which we offer. But, I mean, a double lot on the end of Lido Isle, looking out over Newport Harbor. I don't have the vocabulary, but if there's a place you want to hang out, this would be the place. As we look out to my left, quick thing, because the water depth in this area wasn't deep enough, they had to dredge out a bunch of the ocean bottom or the harbor bottom to be able to allow for the yacht to fit in here. And while doing that, they dumped the sand, creating their own private beach. So not only do they have the dock down to the sport yacht and the whaler and the electric Duffy boat, They also have their own beach to hang out on, which not many properties on Lido Island are going to have that. Truly, this is a jewel in the crown of this area. As we come around, we talk a lot about outdoor kitchens. We focus on it heavily on the appliance side of our business, but Heston, I love it. I know it because I have it at my own house. So when it comes to barbecuing, as good as it possibly gets. We also have cabinetry out here from Moya. So Moya is a local cabinet shop, but she does powder coated stainless steel cabinetry that's outdoor rated. I don't know what this is, but I'm guessing it's Decton, again, an outdoor rated surface, and then another Waterstone fixture. True stainless, so outdoor it's going to hold up to the elements, which when you're right on the ocean with all that salt there, you're going to need the right materials. A Moya cabinet, Heston grill, Waterstone faucet, and a Granite Blanco sink. They're going to do the trick. We're coming from the outdoors, so when you're cooking up your barbecue and your steaks, you're grilling some kebabs, and you can come right back in. Now, what luxury home would it be if it didn't have a dirty kitchen? We moved from the dirty kitchen into the primary kitchen. Wall ovens from Miele, so we have the best in cooking in convection and steam ovens. You know, for kind of that everyday meal prep and cooking, we have two huge, I think probably a 30-inch and a 36-inch Gaggenau panel-ready column refrigerator. So you've got plenty of storage, but then just this beautiful white oak. Rana was describing the kitchen, and I think it really fits the bill as kind of a modern traditional. And you just get those elements. It's just cleaning up the lines a little bit. When we see the Waterworks fixtures, you get a little bit of that traditional element. You have this beautiful antique nickel finish, but it's still not over the top. It's subtle. Her use of color in here with the golds, the matte blacks, the nickels, it's all beautiful, but there is nothing more spectacular in this kitchen than this range. So this is the Chateau from La Cornue. This is a work of art. French, all custom. You can get it in any color option that you want, with custom cabinetry, integrated storage for your spices, everything. La Cornue, I mean, you're talking the pinnacle. Pot filler from Waterworks. But this range, not only do you have the solid stainless cooking surfaces for prep, you have an induction top, you have a power burner, you have a French top, 2 regular burners, and then you have dual ovens, which actually can fit a full-size turkey in both. So pretty amazing. I think another thing to point out in here is, again, the use of mixed metals. There's also split countertops in here, but you've got the black, I believe, granites, but then you have a quartzite on the other side. So you have the dark and light, but in the black, we've got a galley stainless sink. You've seen these before. Again, it's galley, so I can't say sink, but workstation, where you have the different levels with integrated colanders, integrated cutting boards. But as we move over here we have a black, full-size, probably about a 33-inch Granite sink from Blanco. So a composite sink, kind of a matte black, same as what they used in the outdoor barbecue area. But as we move along, you know, again, the use of white oak, but here white, I also just think the touch of black. I mean, this kitchen is absolutely off the charts. From the La Cornue hood and range to the galley, even this coffee area, as we move this direction, we've got a polished nickel hammered sink from Native Trails. So in this one kitchen, we've got polished nickel, stainless steel, matte black. We've got the antique nickel Waterworks finish on the faucetry. We've got an unlacquered brass with the black handle on the pot filler, the dark blue La Cornue, and I'm telling you, it all works together. It takes the right person to design a space like this. Another thing to point out about this house as we go through, I also point out when you're sitting at your island in the morning having your coffee, I mean, how ridiculous are these views? All the yachts in the harbor, beautiful Southern California day, amazing. But they pointed out to me that every single surface within this home There's not a single piece of drywall anywhere in the home. So it's either millwork, tile, wallpaper, some type of finish, Venetian plaster, the stainless steel that we saw, everywhere in this home is covered. It's just, they left no stone unturned. We have a powder bath here, which we'll cover a little bit later as we kind of go through. We also have an elevator, which I'll point out as we go upstairs, because it's pretty unique. Again, it ties in California living. And as we start moving towards the stairs, some of the artwork is just outrageous. I mean, how radical is this? I'm not an art connoisseur, but what a beautiful way to fill this wall. A beautiful piece of art coming past the living room that we walked through earlier. So we've kind of made a loop on the lower level. I'm gonna take you upstairs. But again, now this is that same stone or a similar stone that we had as we came in the entryway. And we have this huge skylight in here. So you literally feel like you're outside. Where I'm standing right now, the open door, the breeze is blowing through the house. And it's just one of a kind. And then look at this piece of art. Again, who thinks of this? It takes a brilliant mind to come up with some of this, but you have just this continuous circle of gold, almost like tree branches connected, but it's just a beautiful piece to kind of offset and pop some color on this wall. So even the inner walls of the elevator shaft, they did a complete Venetian plaster. So there's this beautiful blue. It's a remarkable space. And when you get to the top of the landing, it just keeps going. So let me take you into the primary wing of this residence. As we go into the primary bedroom, I mean, the views here are incredible. Pointing out just the ceiling again, all of the millwork in here, the white oak, the contrast, and more wall treatments. You've got this beautiful grass cloth or beautiful wallpaper going through, incredible fireplace. And then again, I mean, who doesn't want to get out of bed and wake up to this? You've got your own balcony. This is luxury living at its finest. You got the big lounge here for two people to sit, read, have your morning coffee. I mean, come on. Hardware is spectacular. Millwork is spectacular, but this bathroom is next level. So we have his and hers vanities. One of my favorites, so this is from Kalista. This is their Park Avenue, and it's polished nickel, but it's just got these subtle little knurling, and even the H and the C, how they're ingrained into the brass. The knurling tied out here. You've got the Kalista sinks, and then we've got turnstile hardware that's got this pattern running through. So you've got the antique brass with a darker kind of aged bronze in the center. It's amazing. The detailing on the cabinetry, again, ties in, and then almost like the entry of the home, we have this barreled ceiling, and again, we're in Southern California. It's sunny here. I don't know what the statistics are, but it seems like 350 days a year. So to have this skylight letting this natural light into this space, it's just, you know, it's bringing that outside in again. Now here's the spot that we all want to see, that we all dream, I guess, to have. But we have a huge steam shower with his and hers, both with hand showers, shower heads, all of this, the matching Kalista. Then a tub from Vast, which is a company we love. You've got the brass exterior, but you've got the concrete, and just look at the uneven, kind of the unique edge to it. It's not a consistent bevel. It just really sets off the space on this side. So you don't just get steam, you don't just get the dual his/hers showers, you get a full sauna. We've had saunas in projects before, but with the salt wall built in, with LED light shining behind it, I mean, this thing, we might as well stop the tour because I want to hang out in here, but I don't think the homeowner would appreciate that very much. But you've got sauna, steam and shower, incredible bathing spot. And as I look out this way, again, I'm looking straight out at the ocean. Moving from there, just something to point out, we talk about having laundry in a closet, and not everyone's gonna have the space for this. I mean, this closet is, again, just a whole nother level of scale. Full Venetian plaster, LED lighting integrated into the ceiling to give you kind of optimal. All the closetry has lighting, but we've got GE, we've got stackable washer and dryer, so you don't have to go, you can actually get things done right here. You've got an island where you can fold, prep, do everything you want with your clothes, but it's just a nice touch that a laundry doesn't have to be a laundry. You can integrate that into your closet. So we'll leave him some privacy in here. We just wanted to point out this space. So from the primary, we have separate his and hers. We've got the Toto NeoRest washlets, which you know we love. Smart toilet technology is, you know, near and dear to my heart, which sounds crazy, but it's true. We've got bedrooms on each wing. We won't go into too much detail, but who doesn't want a gym inside their house? Even the gym, it's all Venetian plaster. This incredible architecture on the ceiling, beautiful lighting. But even within the gym, they didn't stop thinking about the details. So as we walk into the bath inside this space, this is bigger than most people's primary bathrooms. We've got a beautiful freestanding tub. Again, here they utilize Brizo, beautiful Brizo. I think this is the Vetus tub filler. And then again, wall treatments. So this is just a lighter tone. It's a little more airy and light, but you've got the nickel finish on the fixtures from Brizo. Beautiful shower. The wrap on the lighting, the chandelier. It's just another beautiful space. So we're walking into the laundry and just another beautiful wall treatment. Dual LG stackables, one of our favorites. I love the color and how it ties into the wallpaper. I love the big island in here. You got this polished nickel hardware with just a little subtle detail in it, matching on the knobs and the pulls. And as we come over here, I mean, if you're gonna do it right all the way through. We've got a Waterworks kitchen faucet in your laundry. We also have a white, and the thing to point out on these composite sinks, we've got a 12-inch deep sink. We don't want a shallow 8 or 10-inch sink. So Blanco makes these deeper. So we've got the white one with, again, a beautiful Waterworks faucet. One other thing to point out here, which I haven't pointed out everywhere else, but every light switch, every socket, and every vent cover in this house has either been matching wallpapered, painted, Venetian plastered. Everything in here ties in. And you'll notice, I'll point it out in a few other spots as we go through, but there's not a light switch cover, duct, an air venting duct, or anything that doesn't tie in and fit the feel of the house. So when we talk about, we've done some other houses where there's the attention to detail is high, but nothing like this. I mean, everything was thought out. The builder on this house is Mike Reeves with Corbin Reeves. They built this house unbelievably in 15 months, which this normally I would have guessed to be a 3-year build. And then Rana with Grace Blue, we've talked about already, but she just did an incredible job. And to get all this detail and get it right in that amount of time is unbelievable. Look at the floors here. The homeowner loves his Riva yachts as a fan. So this was, I'm told, inspired by the deck off of a Riva boat or a yacht. And another beautiful wallpaper, beautiful ceiling treatment. I want to kind of walk in here and just touch on the double doors, beautiful stone floor. Wallpaper again, here we've got the gold Brizo. You're not going to get a good shot, I'll let you get it later, but incredible tile work. Channel drain on the floor, which gives more of a seamless look. It just blends into the stone. And then they've got the Brizo shower head and hand shower with a bench. Another just insane space. So we're in the yard. We went the other way before to the outdoor kitchen, but I wanted to take you to the ADU. First, look at the infinity pool dropping down on your private beach. We just happen to have a yacht going behind us. People talk about Florida and yachting and going out to the Bahamas, but we've got it in California too. You can take a look around here and there's some impressive vessels. But beautiful pool. They did this dark tile the beautiful marble surround. You've got the infinity edge. The spa ties right in with kind of a plexiglass surround, so it looks like one seamless space, but it's actually two separate areas. Lounging area, and then like, who doesn't want this? I was fortunate enough to come to an event here, and this is the spot. Again, you've got Waterstone, you've got a Blanco sink, another outdoor kitchen by Moya, but this is where you want to belly up to the bar, looking out over the ocean. So this is really an unbelievable space. Covered patio, pool, bar, views, and then you can just kind of pan out. You got the glass railings that lead on your dock out to your, I don't know, 40, 50 foot yacht. Another thing we talk a lot about, but it's for California living, the outdoor barbecues, pizza ovens, but also the outdoor showers. I don't want to get too wet, but this is from Geo Purificare. So you're coming off the beach, you've been boating. They're awesome. These are outdoor rated. They're going to last forever and ever. They're made to have the elements, and what better way to come off your boat and rinse off before you go inside. But as we make our way back, we get towards the ADU. ADU is just an attached dwelling that is a big buzzword in California. It's just additional square footage. It's a great mother-in-law quarters. It's a great, if you've got a kid that's home from college and they want to have their own space. And for some people, it's an additional dwelling where they might draw income or rent. In this situation, it's just the perfect addition to their home. But typically in ADUs, and this is a great example, it's a smaller scale, and so you need to have those smaller scale appliances. So instead of a 30 or a 36-inch range, so this is Bertazzoni. It's a beautiful piece, so they took no shortcuts in this particular ADU. But you have a 24-inch range, still with 4 burners, good size oven, beautiful cabinetry, integrated ventilation, I think from Venahood, integrated into this shroud. Then you have a smaller 20-inch Blanco sink, Brizo faucet, but you also have the compact Miele dishwasher. You've got the Fisher and Paykel panel ready, and the way Fisher and Paykel does it, these refrigerators actually are elevated off the floor. So you have this toe kick, so when they're closed, it all blends right into the cabinetry. You don't have to see a stainless apron to them. Beautiful hardware, similar hardware again that we saw in the laundry, but here they used the brass. Island, lighting, but all in a space, I'm gonna guess, the entire span of this kitchen is maybe 10 feet. And you've got a range, you've got a dishwasher, you've got refrigeration, sink, and still storage. I mean, who wouldn't want to live here? Beautiful living area. As we come through, again, wallpaper, very unique art, but very fitting since we're right on the ocean. And then we come into this bathroom. I won't point too much out other than another amazing wallpaper where we have puffer fish, and it's just a great tie-in, but we also have integrated lighting with Rover cabinets with the LED lighting for makeup and prep. Another beautiful Brizo fixture. It just ties the whole house. It's not like they took this space and cut corners. Beautiful shower, incredible. Thanks for joining me in Newport Beach, California, here on Lido Island. If you like what you've seen, stop into any Faucets and Fixtures where we can help you pick out your fixtures, hardware, and appliances and create the space of your dreams.